This is our review of Cybergun's Mauser SR Pro Tactical. This gun can be found online for about $200, depending on where you get it. Now when I think of the name Cybergun, I think of cheap plastic pistols and low-power AEGs. But Cybergun does have a few high-end models, and I think this is one of them. Let's start with the externals. In terms of build quality, this thing is rock solid. No, literally, it's like carrying a rock. Weighing in at 9.7 pounds, this gun is not made for you 10-year-olds watching my video. Now while I'm on the subject of weight, let's talk about the sling mounts. Don't use them. In fact, don't even use the sling that comes with the gun. You don't need it. If you do, however, decide to use them, be aware that they break easily, so be careful. The gun comes with a handful of accessories. Plenty to get started with right out of the box. You get a scope with 3 to 9 by 40 magnification, a foldable and adjustable bipod, a bag of BBs, an ugly green sling, an unjamming rod, and a couple of Allen wrenches. Now when you pay $200 for a spring rifle, you expect the accessories to be pretty good, and Cybergun did a good job of doing so. The included scope is made of metal and functions very well. It includes lens protectors and the scope mounts are nice and tall. The included bipod is also very nice. When mounted on the gun, the bipod swings freely and moves on its own rather than some cheap guns where the bipod moves with the gun. This is a nice touch and is very handy when changing your sight picture in a game. The bipod is all metal and folds up when not in use. Let's go over the buttstock. It is an extremely comfortable butt pad, something you'll really treasure once you use a different gun with a metal or plastic one. The length is also adjustable by means of twisting an aluminum ring in the middle of the buttstock. I recommend putting a little lubricant here to reduce the friction and make it easier to adjust. The stock has a cheek riser. Although you have to use one of the Allen wrenches to adjust this, it's still a nice feature, and I'm starting to appreciate the attention to detail in this gun. The lower receiver I have mixed feelings about. This whole part is made of plastic, except for a trigger. Maybe I'm asking too much for an all-metal bottom receiver, but the plastic is scratched pretty easily. Not something to worry about if you take good care of your gun. The pistol grip is durable, well, textured plastic. It feels kinda cheap, but it's still comfortable to hold. One thing I really like about this gun is the hair trigger. The last thing you need to happen while engaging your target is for your shot to stray off because of trigger squeeze. This problem is eliminated by a hair trigger, which allows the spring to be released with a light amount of pressure. The upper receiver is very sleek and modern looking. The bolt handle functions well and is very satisfying to cock back and shoot. The rail system is long enough to accommodate a large scope, but not long enough to make you scratch your head and ask yourself, why is it so long? The accuracy of this gun is amazing. Shooting at about 440 feet per second with the .2 gram BB, this gun should have no problem shooting .3 and maybe even .4 gram BBs. While testing using .25 gram BBs at 50 feet, I was able to hit my first 4 shots right in the bullseye of my 12-inch target. That might not sound too amazing at first, but take into consideration that I was shooting and reloading as fast as possible, with about 2 seconds in between each shot. This thing rocks.